Y'all check it out. Look at that. I think he got lucky. The old iron block. Look at her. She's smooth as can be right there. Like I said, you can tell, see how the other holes look good. This is the one injector. So we're going to pull this piston out, change the rings on it, bare minimum, because when they get hot like that, them rings take a beating. But that's how it blowed it all out. I guess the fire...
We got lucky though. It looks like it...
I don't know how it entered in that. That must have been where some extra smoke lights come from or something.
Well, that's what blew into the crankcase and blew oil everywhere because it went to
that. Like in the head, these heads being solid. Bare minimum. Look, I mean, it just barely needs to be touched. Some people's good, some people's lucky, some people's good and lucky, and that's one of them right there. Look at this guy right here. Look how lucky this fool is. Somebody just, man, you live right, I guess you get treated right. He got lucky on this one. Looks pretty good. Not only is Nigel a good race car driver, look at him. He's a good cook. Then hooked us up some hamburgers for lunch and some hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I had all this extra stuff to eat, but I figured I'd make use of it.
Well, you're a turbo guy, so that's why you got that extra meat.
Oh, yeah.
If you're Nigel's guy, you'd be a little short in them areas,
I do not have enough meat.
So checking these gates. Listen. There's a leak in that thing. Got a leak in it. That's why we're over pushing right there. Both of them have a leak. This one's just way worse than the other one. Yeah. I'll check out this Ford towards Damien and bought. 60,000 mile car. We're gonna fix up for him. Super, super good deal. Super nice ride. When's the last time y'all seen one like that?
Amazing.
Y'all excuse the mark on my head. That's what a drill done to me today when I was at Nigel's drilling a cross member. It smacked around and hit me in the freaking head, split me open. I knew when it split me, I said, dang, that would freaking hurt. But anyways, this is a cream pup behind of us. This thing has how many miles on it?
63,000.
63,000 original miles. The car's been repainted once that I know of looking at it. Said that it sat in a barn for 12 years. It was an 83-year-old lady's car. And they ended up putting new tires on it, getting the air conditioning fixed, servicing all the fluids, everything. They said that they were told it needs head gaskets. It was going to be $1,200 a side to do the heads or whatever, just do one side on it. But when it cranks up and runs, it runs smooth as can be. The oil on it is clean. It's not milky. It's not blowing smoke out the tailpipe. But he said that when it sits at a red light, that it wants to overheat. So y'all comment below on what y'all think that is. I was going to tell you, you know, more than likely, if it overheats at a dead stop, but it don't overheat going down the road, it's a cooling fan. The cooling fans ain't coming on. But Damien just got this thing for a heck of a deal. Tires got freaking all the tread. They just put new tires. It has all the original keys and all for it. Super, super, super nice car for the money. Interior clean as expected for the mileage, like a brand new car. Underneath it, it comes from Taylorsville, North Carolina. So what was the name of that dealership it says on it?
It says
Larry Schrontz Ford in Taylorsville, North Carolina is where it was bought new at. And it's not rusty underneath it because it ain't never been up north. Like, it's a super, super, super nice car. I'll check out them tires. Nice car. Man, it's been a long time since I've been out of fuel. Me and Damon went to get that car. My gas gauge over tells me I got 11 miles to empty. It lied to me and then let me down. So the only thing we got a gas station about 3 miles that way. We got some E85, so we can pour some E85 in it and see if we can get enough fuel to get this thing going to the gas station so we can put some fuel in it. Y'all ride with us. That go-go power, look at her. Let's fuel my ass. We're getting there. We're gonna make it to the gas station, ain't we? Hopefully. What's your name, Damien? Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Look what Damien done bought today.
What year is it, Damien?
1995 Ford Taurus
1995?
with only 63,000 original miles. Show the odometer.
63,000. 63,518.
The back seat's never been sat in all this.
Let me see your Ford keychain. You know what? I remember those when they used to give those out. Where was it bought at?
It was whatever that place is in Taylorsville.
Larry Straunt's Ford.
Check out the back seat.
Whose car was it?
It was an old person car. It was sat in the barn for 12 years, and it was an old lady's car. So,
That's cool.
yeah. So you can tell it's been sitting. It's got little spider webs, but it's an original mile car.
Look at it. Where's Jason Black at? You ain't got Jason with you?
I don't know what Jason Black is.
Look at him supporting
What's
us
up,
some
my brother?
horsepower right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look at it.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong
He did
with
good
that.
the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
he's been doing good lately. We're going Jason's GTO here. I'd say the old timing chain had a pretty good amount of slop in it. The old timing cover had rotted. So I decided to change it. I said, well, while we at it, we might as well go ahead and do a timing chain and all on it since we got it all apart. A little bit tighter.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I will give it to you.
You gonna give him a dime?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dear Sam.
Me. Happy birthday to you.
Thursday morning, looks like it's done rained a little bit out here. I'm gonna run our nigels real quick, stick an alternator on this truck. The little project truck, I got it all done pretty much. I'm gonna change the oil on it and put the alternator on it, make sure everything's good, and I'll be done in the day. Y'all ride with us. Changing this thing out, they let this thing sit on the back of the truck for like 7 months outside in the weather, so it's got a heck of a noise in the bearings, so we're gonna go ahead and pull it off. We got another one, we're gonna put it on and take care of it. Alright, now, so the oil's changed, alternator's changed. Fire it up. Car has killer oil pressure. Killer oil pressure. Here's this pipe, the intake pipe Nigel on them built. Just got waiting on the clamps to get here to put it on there. I had to get a nozzle for it because I guess the last shop that took it apart kept the nozzle. But like I said, we ended up going through and got to put some gas in it. The AC works on it. All that. So it's gonna be a pretty cool truck. He's gonna have to figure out some way of mounting that. I don't know whether Velcro broke apart the filter and just see what the inside of it looks like. That'll tell us the condition of the motor. So raw oil pressure, everything looks solid. So let's just get the plug to check everything. First oil change, so it ain't got no miles on it, but we run it for a little bit just to make sure. So let's check it. First thing you look for is bearing down in there, and all that looks good. Super clean on that. Now let's pull the element apart and look at it. As you can tell, these pleats right here are absolutely clean. There is nothing in there at all. Like, it is nothing. It's just clean as can be all the way through it. No metal, no flakes, no nothing, no bearing. It's a good sign. Real good sign. So this old thing, I probably ain't, oh dang, my screen's dirty, sorry. So now I'm done over at Nigels. This whole thing right here, I probably ain't changed the oil on it over a year. I've just been adding oil. The valve stem seals don't leak a little bit and I need to replace them. I just never have time to really work on it. So I'm gonna go home here in just a minute. We're gonna motor flush it. Oil pressure used to be a little higher. It used to stay at 40. Of course, the oil's kind of probably pretty thin by now. And the last time I put oil in, I put some 5W30, which probably ain't what it needs to be anyway. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna motor flush this thing and wash it out. And I'm gonna change the oil and let's see if the oil pressure gets better. Let's see if it gets worse. Like I said, the old truck's been good to me. I need to start taking a little better care of it. I really do consider, I mean, I do drive this thing every day. Back here working on Jason's thing, I done a little paint job around it. Just make it look a little better while I'm in there. Ain't too bad. Like I said, we're gonna put this new aluminum intake on there. Figure I'd just touch up the paint a little bit around it. We're gonna pull it out, freshen it up one day, and then really paint it. But figure we'd just make it look a little better right now while I'm working on it. So let's get the intake on it. Whole thing don't look bad in there without them old raggedy chrome valve covers painted up, do they? Just clean it up pretty nicely. Got a new water pump plate. Got a silicone disc gasket here, cause silicone the other one. So I got silicone both sides of this, put it together. Got new bolts for it and start sticking it in. The new water pump bolts really clean everything up a lot, don't they? Look a lot better. Well, trying to put the belt on, I realized I think the water pump snout is wrong. Yep, 1/2 inch difference. Don't mind the smoke, I spilled a little bit of it. So it says add this to a cold engine and run for 5 minutes, do not move. And then you turn around and you drain it. Well, it's not a cold engine, it's a hot engine. So I just pulled back up in it. We're gonna do it anyways. So, there we go. That stuff ain't nothing but kerosene is all it is. So let's let it run for about 5 minutes. See what it does. Alright, 13.3 miles per gallon. That's what it's been getting. Oil pressure's right there. It's run for about 5-6 minutes. Let's drain and see what the oil is like come out of it. I'm sure it ain't gonna be pretty. Now if you look, this whole thing ain't never really had no leaks on it. The shock on the steering stabilizer, it's got a little leak, and I seen one of these little CV axles over there. It's been leaking a little bit, slinging back. But other than that, the motor itself ain't never had a leak. It just burns it through the tailpipe. Whew, that stuff's awful runny looking at it. It's hot right now, so it's gonna be that way, but still, that stuff need to be changed. You can just smell the fuel in it. It's been in here a while. Hopefully it don't overrun my bucket. Might have to put the plug back in this thing. Might about make a mess. All right, new filter's on it. Old one's off. Let's go ahead and fill it up with oil and see what it does. All right, let's crank it up, back it up, and clean up our mess down there we made in the driveway. What bug is that? Smoke from the valve stand. It says we dumped all that oil to the top end of the motor. Oil pressure staying exactly the same. Maybe we shouldn't have wasted our time. We should have got another year out of it. I'm trying to get that light to focus. Oh, well, our phone's messing up. Let's go drive it. So driving it, oil pressure stayed the same. Sorry about my camera messing up on focus. Oil pressure stayed the same driving it. Kicking on it is not rising. So it's either time to clean the oil pump screen out on it or put an oil pump on it. Well, not time. I mean, we can probably keep on driving just like it is, but eventually it's going to need the oil pump done on it or it's going to need the screen cleaned out. Probably doing both at the same time because the oil pressure just stays the same even when you kick on it. Let's see if I get focused. Yeah, see, it should at least go up about 40 right there, and it's not. If it ain't ticking, it ain't knocking, we ain't worried about it. We're gonna watch the mileage over the next day or so, and I'll let y'all know how it does if it changes. Because like I said, it used to ride at like 14 to 6, but it's been like 13 O's for a while. Put the E85 in the other day when it was 13.3. But like I said, if it changes, I'll let you know. If it don't, I'll let you know. And at the end of the day, so far, it was a waste of time pouring that motor flush in here. There it is, guys. Don't look too bad, does it? A little bit of an improvement from what it was. And like I said, it ain't a show car, but it's make a nice little street car drive around in. Waiting on the water pump from Advance, because that one is longer. 69, halfway through the year, they changed it. So that one is too long. So got to pull the water pump back off, put the pulley on it, put the water pump on, put the pulley on it, fill up the antifreeze, put my belts on it, and we'll have the same done. So the Jeep ain't been changed in a year. This thing right here, I know it ain't been changed in 18 years, so that was the last time it was on the road till here recently. So now we went ahead and serviced, and I guarantee I ain't never even seen a filter. Well, probably have, but it's probably been 20 years since I've seen a filter that looks like this one. We'll clean it off and see what it says, what company it is and all that. All right, let's look for a part number on here. Right there on the side. Looks like it might be an old Mobile One. Yep. Mobile One M1203. See the grease on that thing. You know that thing ain't been swapped in years. So I'm gonna end the video right here. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later. Appreciate you.